Mass Effect Legendary Edition is coming out this May. I'm extremely excited, but I got some bad news if you're a fan of the first game and its DLC. Hey everybody, it's Nathan from Slacking Off, and I got some bad news if you're a fan of Mass Effect 1 and its DLC. The Pinnacle DLC, which was originally released on the Xbox 360 version of the game over 10 years ago, will not be included in the package. This comes straight from an article on IGN.com citing Mark Walters, the director of the remastered Legendary Edition trilogy. I'll link the article in the description in case you want to check it out yourself, but basically Walters has gone ahead and gone on the record and stating that the DLC will not be included in the package due to the source code being corrupted. He also goes on to say that the team could feasibly rebuild the DLC from the ground up. However, it would take an additional 6 months of development time that he claims to simply not have. All right, so now I'm going to get into a little bit of my personal opinion, and I think this sucks. You know, Mass Effect 1 is a monumental game, and this is called the Legendary Edition. It's a remaster of all three games, and Mass Effect 2 and 3 are my favorite games of all time. I was never able to play Mass Effect 1 because I played Mass Effect 2 for the first time on my PS3 back in the day, and I played Mass Effect 3 on the PS3. I never got to experience the first game, and they did re-release Mass Effect 1 on the PlayStation 3 several years later. However, the DLC that we're talking about here, the Pinnacle DLC, wasn't included in that package either. There was no way to get it if you played on PlayStation 3, and that sucks. You know, I never did get to play through the first game. It was just a little too dated at the time for my tastes, but I want to go back and visit it now, and I can't do that. Not with the Legendary Edition. I have an Xbox One S behind me that maybe I could use to download the original DLC if it's still up for sale on the Microsoft Store, but that's not the point. If I'm buying something called the Legendary Edition, I think it should have everything included, even if that means you having to take an extra 6 months to delay the game. Part of my issue with this whole thing is we've been asking for the Mass Effect trilogy to be remastered since this generation began, back in 2013. It's now February of 2021, and we're still just now getting it. We didn't even find out about this remastered trilogy till a couple months ago. But now that we're getting it, you can't afford to delay the game another 6 months to rebuild this DLC? You waited over 7 years, and you can't spare another 6 months? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm very disappointed about this too because, you know, it's just video game preservation is an issue. And if the source code was corrupted, you know, somebody has to have a copy of this thing. Somebody has to have something that they can work off of. Either that or video game development needs to change. This can't be how we're developing games. And to be fair, I don't know anything about game development. I'm a guy sitting in his office recording on a webcam. I don't know anything about it. But it doesn't seem like these types of issues should be coming up in today's day and age. I feel like we've hit the point where if we can emulate all of these games on our consoles now with backwards compatibility, we should be able to preserve the source code for our games better than this. You know, this is a monumental experience that we're likely never going to be able to experience again unless you have it already downloaded on your old Xbox 360 or if you can download it on the current Xbox One consoles. You know, it's likely lost to time, and I think that sucks. But I'm still excited for the trilogy. I'm hoping to pick it up day one. I will pick it up day one. And I hope you guys are too. But let me know, what do you think about this? Are you really disappointed that the Pinnacle DLC is not going to be included in the Mass Effect Legendary Edition? I want you to comment below, let me know, and please be sure to like and subscribe for more updates and everything happening in the gaming world. My name is Nathan Wind, and I hope you all have a great one.